it. Sweep or sell. Reason why everybody's here today. If you guys don't know what the deal is, we're just going through the OpenSea top 10 projects by 24-hour volume. We're going to pick at these prices whether we would sweep them or whether we would sell them. We got to pick one. So no sitting out of the vote. And yeah, we keep track of how we do every week. If you guys are watching in the audience, definitely put your picks down in the comments and play along with us, because sometimes you guys do better than us, and it's fun to all just see who's right this week and who's wrong. So with that said, this is how we did last week. I sold all the different collections, so I made 0 ETH on my plays, and I went 3 out of 10. Not great. Coming in second place, Ty, you made you got 2 out of 10 right, but you made 2.91 ETH profit. So, congrats, my friend.
Wait, isn't that last place? Oh, second place on ETH made. Okay, I got you.
Right. Yeah, so I feel like we should rank them by ETH made.
Yeah.
And then Kaizen, in this case, would take number 1, 3.53, getting 4 out of 10 right. Congrats, Kaizen, and another W for you. I'm sensing a trend. You're winning almost all these. At least you're in the lead right now.
Yeah, again, I wish my real portfolio was looking green. But yeah, this is good. I'll take it. What did I miss? I'm trying to use to.
You missed the other deeds. Oh wait, yeah, other deeds actually went up. Yeah, this is the first time the other deeds went up in a while. But went up by 0.05. Let's see, what are the notable ones? Both the Soul projects, Utes MintTube and ABC, were both down about somewhere in the 0.3 range if you convert it to ETH. 999 Club was up 2.9 ETH. Bored Apes were almost even. Same with other deeds. CryptoPunks were the same thing, just up by 1 ETH. Mutants actually went up. So the Bored Apes went down by 0.7, but the Mutants went up 1.39. Utes Yacht Club was surprisingly up. That actually doubled, which is not much because it started out as 0.02. Then the Murakami Drip Air Force Ones went up, and CloneX went up a little bit also.
And CloneX had like an announcement, right? Or was that the week before?
That was the week before. And I thought it was going to skyrocket after that, and it went down. So it's really hard to predict this market right now, or at least for me.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, same with Doodles, right? Like they had their big VC announcement. It went up a little bit and then started crashing back down, I think.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they're in the 7-day, because I don't think I saw them in the 10-day. I mean, in the 24-hour volume. But I know they got a nice pump after that announcement happened. My computer's going so slow right now. All right, yeah, so Doodles, 8.8. That's, pretty decent floor price compared to how they were.
Yeah, they're up a little bit. They were in the 7s like post-announcement, I think.
Yeah, you're right. You guys are right.
Awesome. All right, we can jump into this. 24 hours. I think Bored Apes, if nothing changed from when I was looking at the page earlier, they are number 1 for the week, sitting at 73 ETH floor price. How are we feeling about these at 73? That's like pretty much how it was last week. So I guess for me, I sold last week at 73.7 or whatever it was, and I'm going to sell again. I feel like there's a lot of sellers in the market and not a lot of buyers. So, I think it could be down by next week. Lock me in for that.
Down again on the Bored Apes. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we definitely are still in this little bear market, and we're going to be for a minute. You know what I mean? It's kind of tough. But I don't know. Are we getting that little bounce that Kaizen's talking about?
Yeah, we started. I've been watching. I've got an ape listed. I've been watching the floor pretty closely, and Mine's on OpenSea. It's 100 right now. I've got it at 90 on X2Y2 for anybody out there in the market. But there's been a lot of movement. I think it was yesterday or maybe a Saturday, but there was apes that were started to kind of fly versus the days previous, like the last 5 days. Maybe there was 2 or 3 ape sales a day, and then there was like 6, I think, on Sunday. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
right.
Yeah, I don't know if it's heating up or not, but it's tough.
It's tough. Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. This one could go either way. I might sell just with the uncertainty, but I do think that these are going to trend up, especially with ape staking the next, between now and the end of the year for sure.
So there's no
Yeah.
definite timeline on the ape staking.
I just know Q4 seems to be the date or like the time range that they put out.
All right, so we at least got a couple more weeks where we can safely sell, and hopefully that announcement doesn't bite us in the ass.
Right.
So
Right. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
I'm gonna go ahead and buy just to be contrarian, just to play
There
the
it is.
game. And that flies in the face of what I'm actually trying to do is sell, but I think we'll have a little bit of a pump. I mean, again, it's been low volume, so I feel like this floor has just kind of been stuck here for at least 3 weeks, at least in this range.
I like how you're hedging your real life trades with the the sweep on here.
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
It's almost like fantasy football in your real life team.
All right, so with number 2 for sweep or sell, we got 999 Club, 32.8 floor. I always feel like I'm the most. I have no idea what's going to happen when it comes to this one, but I'm going to sweep 32.8. I just think people aren't selling. So if people aren't going to sell for lower than this, then I just think the price will keep going up.
I'm buying, man. I think I'm so bullish on ENS in general, and especially this, in my opinion, is the Grail collection within ENS. Like, there's 999 of them. How many? And how many degens do we have right now? How many degens will we have in the next 10 years? And I think I'm long Ethereum in the next 10 years. Like, I think these are going to be Grail pieces, and I already regret not buying these at like 10 ETH. And I think I'm really going to regret not buying them at 32.8. So we'll see. I would love to make a move into them. But man, I mean, this is a tiny collection as far as NFT collections go. And I'm bullish.
Yeah, I'm bullish.
You sweeping
I'll
also,
sweep
Ty?
them too. Yeah, we'll sweep them. We'll go across the board.
Go. We're making money this week.
Yeah.
We need to get the negatives their own little spotlight in here. I still got my negative 200. I listed it for twice what I bought it for, so I'm just hoping that can hit before it expires.
Solid.
So if anybody out there is looking to be my exit liquidity, ENS domains.
Man, I'm a big investor in the 100K club, and those have been pulling back. So I've got a nice bag of the 420s, the ends with 420s, and I've had to let some things go. There's people listing. There's 100 of these, and yeah, the floor is 0.42, but I just had to let some pass. There were some that were at like 0.3 that I let somebody else snipe up, but that's still not very many for sale. So
No, it's not.
All right, number 3. I don't really know much about Posers NFT, so I feel like this is something I've seen come across the Degen Bets channel. But did either of you guys have you guys been paying attention to the Posers?
No, I haven't been. I was kind of traveling this weekend, so I was a little MIA from making some actual moves. But I think we missed the pump on these suckers, even though they claim to be the first POS NFT or whatever it might be. But I think between now and next week, at least, I'm selling.
Oh, so that's why I
Ultimately,
get
it's
it.
like
POSers.
yeah, right. Yeah, it's the POSers. But it's like a Doodles deriv, you know what I'm saying? Low key, it's like Doodles meets punks. And you know, I did my own research, and by that I mean I didn't do any research on them, and they claim to be the first NFT. So we'll see what happens.
But you said sell on this one,
Yeah, I'm selling.
guys. And how about you?
I'm selling. I mean, it just seems like one of those NFTs that gets a little momentum and then just pulls back to zero. Like, I don't know. I'm not seeing much else with this.
I agree. It seems kind of low effort. Just taking derivatives of stuff that's already out there and not much originality. So I'm following suit and selling. All right, number 4, the Mutants. So these were surprisingly up from last week, kind of going inverse of the actual apes. So I'm wondering maybe the ratio, like people are starting to realize it's off, and the mutants are coming back.
Yeah, that'd be great. I think we all have mutant bags. Let's go. Um, Again, I've been trying to sell the Abe. This was the first move I was going to make, was to buy a mutant at 13, and that floor's already gone up. It's probably 14 before 13.7, right? Like, that's not flagged. That's a legitimate Abe. But yeah, that's a nice move up. Will this continue though? I think we're going to pull back a little bit in the next week. I'm going to sell this.
I'm also
Solid.
going to sell. I was kind of surprised that they went up this week. So I'm kind of just like rolling over my sells from last week again on this one.
Yeah, that's legit. I think I successfully bought these the week before, right?
You did.
Yeah,
Right
nice.
on. Are they going to continue between now and next week? Yeah, it's a tough call. I'll play the game. I'll sweep them. I think I think it all plays into ape staking. Ultimately, these should creep, I think, just a little bit between now and whenever that happens. It's a hell of an entry point if you still don't have that Bored Ape money to get in. And I feel like there's apes right now who are trying to get out of the OG space or the OG collection, but still stay tied to the community. And like it's barely second tier membership to the community, and we've seen that. So yeah, I think mutants are gonna creep up. I think that they might close the gap in that ratio with Bored Apes between now and the end of the year.
I think that's a really good observation about apes selling their apes but wanting to stay in the community so they get a couple of mutants. I know if I was to sell my ape right now, I would highly consider doing that same thing. So it makes a lot of sense how other people would think on that same thought process.
Right?
Kaizen, I know you listed your ape. Is that something that you thought about also?
Yeah, I would just buy one right now. I have two, and I would just want to add that third one. Just looking at the staking percentages, and that third one I might flip. Like I do really believe that there'll be a run up for staking, and if I can try and time that and sell that third one at the top, I think they have a lot of room to run. We saw these, what was floor 40 something just a few months ago. Like I don't think we're going to necessarily hit that high, but there's a lot of room for these to go up. And anytime I see a run, I feel like it's some kind of insider information. We've seen that so many times with Yuga, with punks, and just recent things that have happened. Like they just start moving, and you just have to FOMO into it because you think there's people that know something that you don't.
I totally get what you're saying. I'm kind of worried. Like, what if the staking ends up being a sell the news type of event? That's like the one thing that's keeping me worried about all of that coming up, because I don't know that many people that still have the full amount of ApeCoin to stake, like with the different NFTs they still have.
Yeah, that's valid. I think it really. Oh, go ahead, man.
No, you go.
I was just gonna say, I think it's case by case. Like, there's some individuals who got in so early and probably still have some of their ApeCoin that they're going to be able to max out that ape and get a lot of rewards for the staking and everything. But there's others where if they bought that ape at 30 something and they bought all this ape coin in the high 20s and then they go to stake, like, yeah, they might be losing big. You know what I'm saying? I think there's both sides of the spectrum and it's probably pretty evenly distributed.
Yeah, agreed. And it's tricky. And that's part of the psychology of me trying to sell this ape is to get that liquidity back, to make some coin moves. One of those moves is to be able to stake. And I did the calculation, man, I think it was Friday. And so the numbers are definitely different right now. But it's almost 9 ETH is what you needed to maximize your staking for a mutant and a dog. And it was about 28 ETH that you needed to maximize the staking for a Bored Ape. So I mean that's a lot of money to be able to really enjoy that. And we know there's whales that have that's nothing to, but to the average degen, like they've already sold all that and degened into other projects with that ape coin.
True. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. I just noticed this ape right here. Somebody's got this. I met one of the dudes who either still owns it or used to own this. He got this ape tattooed on him. So if anybody out there buys this, somebody's got it tatted on him. Just
Scroll down. Let's see the latest transactions 17 days ago. So maybe it's a different dude.
Maybe. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it is a different one because I don't recognize the guy's name anywhere down here unless he changed it.
Man, that'd be rough. Like it's hard enough to sell an NFT as it is, and then to actually have it tattooed on your body would make it that much harder to sell. Because I'm having trouble selling this ape, and I don't have this on my body. Like that's rough, man.
Yeah. Prayers up. All right. Oh wait, I mixed these up. Okay. Moving the MAYC there. It's at 1370. We said. And Ty, you said you'd sweep those?
Yeah, let's sweep them. Fuck it.
All right. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got Kumalion. Any of you guys know about this?
Not really. I just kind of started briefly looking into it yesterday, but didn't really check it out. What do you know about it?
Not very much at all. What about you, Kaizen?
No, I don't know much about it. I'm looking at the website now. I don't know, man. It's born in Japan, grew to love generative art, ever continuously evolving online. Maybe there's something. Yeah, maybe there's something to this.
Was it a free mint?
I don't know. It did seem like it minted, I think today or yesterday.
Yeah, I think it was yesterday, right?
Yeah, I did notice it's not verified on OpenSea. So like Posers, Kumalion, and the apes are not. And these from the top 10. So yeah, it is super new.
Looks like mint might have been 0.08, 0.1. Can't really tell.
Yeah, it was a free mint, it says.
Free mint?
Yeah, I'm on their Twitter
timeline. Already up to 0.5? Ooh.
Charts straight up.
Where was I this weekend? Holy shit.
I would be curious to see what Parsec says on this one.
Well, I'll have you know that yeah, it depends which charts you're looking at, but it has certainly exploded in the last day and a half.
It's pretty wild.
I don't know. It seems like these free mints can go either way, but like when they kind of get to a certain spot like this and they start going back down, I think it's hard to maintain that until that reveal happens. I don't know when that's going to be. I also know don't fade Japan and their NFT ecosystem because there's been some huge returns from recent projects coming out of Japan. So it's kind of like 50-50, I feel like. I'm gonna sell. I'm gonna take the safe route and sell.
All right, we got a sell from Ty. He is fading the Japan, even though some edgies popped off not too long ago.
I'm gonna fade him too, man. I kind of like him, to be honest with you, but I just, again, in NFT space, a week is such a long time. I think we'll probably see a run up from here, but I think it'll be back below this 0.495 when we do this again.
It's hard to maintain like that pre-reveal hype like for an extended amount of time.
I agree, and I have like no idea what's even going on here. I feel like the Japan ones are really hard to pinpoint what's actually happening with the projects. Like I don't know. Do y'all feel that way? Because like I always feel whenever a Japanese project comes out, like I feel like we're missing some information about what's actually going on.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably not wrong.
I feel like it is just one of those buzzwords. Like they're just like, okay, so what's our plan to be different? Well, I'm from Japan. Like that's almost like a selling point.
I mean, this website is tripping me out right now. Sorry to cut you off, Kaiser, but like, look at this, man.
Yeah.
Might have to change this to a sweep. Like,
well, I will say this is the thing that I did buy today. So,
oh shit!
Lock me in for a sweep on these.
This
really
feels like it's so out of character for you, bro.
I know, and the reason why I actually like this is because, I mean, y'all know that I was super into artifact stuff. I dove in deep on Murakami and all his stuff, and this reminds me a lot of his art. They're both originated from Japan. They use kind of like a flat design. Like I forgot the actual word that they use on this. Like Murakami's is called super flat, and then this one it just calls it flat. But it's just a new like it's pop art, but it's all generative art, and apparently it's never been seen before. So kind of like how Murakami has his Murakami flower motif. Apparently for this collection, their signature motif is the bear. So you'll see the bear on all these different kind of, just like whatever kind of art they make, I guess. So yeah, I think it's interesting and I like the art. I'm taking a gamble on it, but
I love it.
Just from the art, it seems cool, and it's resonating with me. So yeah, bought that this morning. And I'm down, just by the way. I bought for 0.52. It's 0.48. So I just felt like I had to throw that one in there.
No, that's what's up. I mean, if the art resonates, you know what I mean? Like it's cliche, but that's probably the most important thing if you're tossing dollars into it.
Right. And I feel like a lot of people haven't heard of this yet since it's so new. So like I will try flipping it if I can within the next couple days. Yeah, we'll just have to see how that goes.
Yeah, and I agree with Ty that I would say it's a coin flip. Like this, some of these things hit. Like this might be one of them. Otherwise, I mean, a lot of times it's not. But none of us know, right? Like, good for you for putting some money on the table and shooting your shot. I respect it.
Yeah, I felt kind of bad because I sold everything last week, so I was like, all right, might as well make up for it with some real action this week.
Right?
Yeah. Honestly, I might have to just start picking one a week if there is an actual good opportunity out there that's within range. But we got Renga next at number 6. I know, Ty, you've been raving about this collection, so I'll let you kick it off for us. Like, how are you feeling Renga for this week?
Over the last like 2 weeks, it's been cool to see them like actually get their flowers from the community. I think it's well deserved. I feel like it's one of these projects that it could bubble in this range for a while. Um, if it does bounce back down a little bit, I don't think it goes too much under 1 ETH. But I also think this is one of those projects where there is a lot of hype in the community right now, and it doesn't take much. I think we're at that point with Renga where 10 is like a legit possibility. And from a collector's and a flipper's standpoint, I think their collection has like some issues, and I've spoke about those in the past. But like regardless of that, the art is so fire, and they're doing a great job storytelling and building like these subnet communities. So I don't think the jump to like 2.5, 3 ETH, 3 to 5 or 6, like 6 to 8 or 9. I don't think that that's completely unreasonable. The market wants another collection to build and hype up. You know what I mean? Especially I think with what's going on with apes just lingering and these other projects maybe fading just a little bit, or it's just so hard to keep everyone's attention that it's like we need something new to like all be a part of and all build up together. And the one thing that I really like seeing about Renga is the IRL meetups on Twitter, and it seems like they're building like a little IRL community as well. So sleeper project, blue chip potential. I don't know
I forgot that they're
the
powered by Winu.
We said what?
I forgot that they're like Winu is behind this. The people that are also doing 10KTF and some of that stuff over there.
Oh yeah. Got you.
Interesting.
I forgot that until you just brought it up right now. You know what? I think we're having like it's a nice healthy pullback right now. I think they'll go up a little bit between now and next week.
All right, we got a sweep for Ty. I am also gonna follow you on that. I'm not in Renga. I kind of wish I was, but I think they'll probably do something cool. The community does seem genuine, and I didn't know they were doing the IRL stuff, so that kind of just makes it even sweeter to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna sweep it too, and I kind of slept on them. Just again, there's just so much low effort stuff that comes out, and I didn't do my due diligence on this, and finally started doing that over the weekend. Even though I know you've been talking about it, Ty, I wasn't really feeling the art for whatever reason, and as I did a deep dive just yesterday, just trying to find something maybe I wanted to buy, I was like, man, I like this. Like it's a good vibe, and I think you nailed it, Ty. I think that it really does have some of that blue chip potential. And gosh, man, I'm trying to time it right now. This is probably going to be my next buy, regardless of what happens with my other stuff I'm trying to sell. And I just want to, man, if it goes under 1 ETH, I want to buy it there. So I've been watching this really closely, and I want to get in because I think there is another pump coming.
Love to hear it. Love to hear from both you guys.
And I thought this is what Paper bought for whatever reason.
Me too.
When he mentioned that, I thought this was going to be it.
Yeah.
Honestly, like if I was gonna buy another thing in the top 10, that would be my second choice. And who knows? Like depending on how the Kumalion thing goes, if I can flip into a Renga, it might happen.
Oh, now you sound like a real DGen talking, bro.
There you go.
Let's go.
Yeah, we turn our winners into more winners.
A pre-revealed free mint was just not like in the cards I just didn't even comprehend you picking that thing up.
I didn't even know it was a free mint. I just saw the price and then saw the art, and I was like, all right, we'll give it a shot.
I'm in.
So I'm a little bit more like scared now that I know it was a free mint, but we'll go with it. All right,
I'm selling those things. You know what I mean? Like I saw these pump yesterday. I missed them. Like I said, I was traveling. But anything that goes like free to 2.2.3 in one day, especially when they're all so similar, I think they just are. It's just they had their moment. Well, we won't ever see these things again.
I think you're probably right. There's no traits or anything. It's just like a bunch of different kinds of monkeys. I'm
Yeah,
selling.
I'm selling. Yeah, totally agree with what Ty was saying. We've seen these AI projects just come and go. We're gonna keep seeing them in every shape and form. They'll have their moment. The true degens have already probably cashed out.
Oh, cashed out heavy. I mean, shout out to them. Like, cool project and the artists that put this together. Some AI anime apes. I'm about it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't know if it was for sure AI. I was looking in here to see if it said that, but I'm glad you said something because I was thinking that the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, CryptoPunks. Gonna have to go to gym for this one. Kaizen, I saw you repping the punks now. I like it. I like that you switched up the profile picture for when we switched to proof of stake.
Yeah, man. And it was also the other part B of that was, of course, selling the other ape. But I like it, man. I wasn't sure when I first kind of put on that PFP, felt a little bit weird. But after a few days, man, I'm good. I'm happy to be on that squad.
How is the punks community like? I saw somebody tweet that they joined the punks community recently and were just blown away by how like they just enjoyed the community. Have you felt that same way?
Yeah, man. I'm really notorious for not doing much in Discord. Um, But that's the only one I kind of just keep that on in the background, and I'll chime in every once in a while. But I mean, there's just some legends that are in there that we all know on Twitter. Like, so just that kind of gives it more gravity. But just in general, the topics are just, I don't know, man. Like a lot of the people in there are talking about the technical aspects of proof of stake, and just there's some really fucking smart people that have been in this space for a long time, and I just feel that vibe. Like I'm not on that level in a lot of ways, but I feel like there's so much to learn from the people that are in there. Um, and man, not to put any pressure on anybody, but I mean, to make a move from, if you're going to have a punk or an ape, I still think long-term, the punks are probably going to have that value. But I mean, we're going to see ups and downs, especially again with staking and different things on the Bored Ape roadmap. But man, they've just, in my opinion, the apes have like, they're batting like 1,000 in baseball. Like they've made just really perfect execution and all these things. And that's why we have the floor as high as it is compared to these other projects. I don't know that they can maintain that. And I've just, punks are just punks. There's no utility tied to it other than maybe that Discord, which who cares, right? But I'm bullish on the project all in all.
I like it. So, how do you feel about 64.95 floor price? Would you sweep or sell right here?
It's tough, man. I feel the same way about Bored Apes, right? Like this has probably pulled back a little bit more than apes in the last couple of weeks. So I think it's just kind of a coin flip. Is it going to go up or down in ETH? Man, I'll buy these. What the hell?
I like it. You got to rep your bags.
Gotta rep them.
Yeah, as we say that as we both sold ours. Actually, no, Ty swept his too. I sold mine. I'm the trader here. So to continue that, I'm gonna have to sweep these also.
I'm gonna follow suit. We'll sweep.
Sweeping them. All right. Looks like definitely a more risk on week than last week for most of us, I think.
Yeah, it's amazing how we have different bets like each time. Like we're not copy trading each other. I like it.
Yeah, it's funny. Sometimes me and Ty are completely opposite, but today we're almost the exact same. It's interesting. I love seeing how our different opinions on things determine whether we'd sweep or sell a lot of these collections. All right, let's see. We got number 9. I accidentally refreshed the page, so hopefully everything's the same. But we got Other Deed sitting at number 9. And then we'll get to Chain Breakers after that. Ooh, the Solana project.
I'm gonna sell other side, man. I think we're still I think they're going to blow up whenever we get that next announcement, be it for the next drop or whatever that is. And I don't think it's coming this week. So I'm gonna sell.
All right. Kaizen selling at 1.7. I'm going to sell also. I can make it pretty quick. I still think there's so much supply. There's a lot of people who are probably overextended, and I think they'll just floor it. Yeah, I think they'll floor their NFTs because we probably won't get any other side announcements in the next week. So, yeah, sell for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow suit, fellas. I think it's just the safe move right now.
Yep.
Yeah, it's unfortunate how hard it is to bet on that because I know we all like the project, but it's not always the smartest thing to buy something we like. All right, I'm gonna skip this because there's only like a couple things listed.
Yeah, I'll sell that. Even better to skip it.
Yeah.
Solana summer's over, guys. I'm sorry. Anybody listening that's into it.
So that's a wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's starting to get cool breeze in the morning.
All right.
Fall is here.
Just something.
All right. In the spirit of fall and Halloween, we got Digidaigaku Spirits. I hope I said that right. 6.8 or 6.08 floor price. This is like that one collection that randomly popped in the top 10 with like a 14 floor price a few weeks ago. I don't know what has been going on with that project at all. Have you guys been following this?
I'm trying to find it. I think I might have just pulled it up. 13.49 floor price still out of 2K items. So that thing is holding pretty well. It's fallen out of the volume because it looks like people are just kind of holding it.
Yeah, so August 29th, it was the original collection was 14.
So it's right there.
Yeah, and then it dipped to 9.4. So you said it's at what, 13 something again?
Yeah, 13.49.
Interesting.
And man, the floor shoots up quick. I mean, it's a small collection. After like 14 cells, you're in, getting close to 16 ETH. So
If I remember correctly, it's an Asian project and it has some like somebody backed it with like a ton of money. It's a game-based
they got
NFT
hella
collection.
funding.
Yeah. So I mean, maybe that's what's keeping people's spirits high about this. No pun intended.
I'm gonna sell it, man. I don't like the ratio. It's almost 50% of the Genesis collection. I think that's a little bit high. Like these might maintain. Who knows what's gonna happen? But I think the ratio's off. So I'm gonna sell this.
Yeah, same. Selling.
Interesting. I was thinking, I'm still kind of torn. I think there might be opportunity here. I think I'm just in the risk on mode today.
I see that.
Yeah.
I think it's a sleep thing, man. You're not seeing all the danger around you right now because you haven't slept enough. So
I think you're right. This like 3 or 4 hours of sleep is not doing me justice.
Yeah, paper said I'm on negative sleep and my portfolio is about to match.
I know. I should not be allowed to trade today. I can't believe I actually bought one of the things on here. All right, I'm sticking to my gut feeling. My gut feeling's telling me to sweep these. I don't know shit about the project. I wouldn't actually buy this with my money, but I like the thin floor.
yeah,
I dig it.
Thin floor.
Actually, no, I just that's not enough. That's not enough of a reason. I just convinced myself not to do it. All right, we're gonna sell, not take the risk on that. But that was a fun one.
So we picked the same from Renga down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The last 5 we all picked exactly the same.
Yep. So let's see, Kaizen, you can beat us on the board apes. Ty's betting on the mutant apes, and then I'm betting on those bears. So I think as far as upside goes, I'm probably going to be the loser out of this week's.
I just
take,
want
but we'll
to, I
see.
want to, I want to take the time just to tell everybody this is not financial advice. We're not
Right.
recommending that you buy the Kumalion or whatever it is. Like,
Definitely not.
Right.